All the time in Major League Baseball, you see players signing these 10-year, $300 million contracts. And how they can do that is because there's no salary cap in the majors. In the NBA, we obviously have salary caps and we have max contracts and we have all sorts of stuff. I'm going to turn off the salary cap. We're still going to have the max contracts and you're not going to be able to sign like 10-year deals or anything. But I'm turning off the salary cap and rebuilding a team and seeing just how good I can get this team to be. If my cards fall right and I have a good GM, I should be able to build literally the best team of all time. We got to try it out though, so let's get into 2K. But before that, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. I do a lot of rebuilds. I have a great My GM series that the rest of the viewers are loving. You guys would love it too, I'm sure. So subscribe so you don't miss that. Stay for NBA content, 2K content. I appreciate you all. Let's get into the video. Alright, so I haven't done this in a long time. I don't even know if I've done this in 2K21. Let's pick our team randomly. Usually I have a set team I'm trying to go with. Today we're just going to stop here in 3, 2, 1. The Orlando Magic. Perfect. And I am going to be using the Orlando Magic's roster. So I'm not going to be doing a fantasy draft or anything like that. We're using their roster and we're going to try and build them into a championship team. A super team. The best team of all time. Best part is we have draft classes now. Obviously the 2020 draft class not in there. But we're going to use the 2021 and everything. So, right now, we have Fultz, Fournier, Isaac, Gordon, Vucevic, Bamba. I mean, this team's good. But here's what I'm thinking. Let's go to free agency. Let's sign DeMarcus Cousins because there's no salary cap. So, let's go ahead and just cut our worst player. B.J. Johnson. Actually, he's two-way. Let's cut Melvin Frazier. And let's just go ahead. Sign. Not edit. Sign DeMarcus Cousins. Wait, what? Okay, we'll do that. He accepted that. Okay, so let's go look at the salary cap table. That was weird. We shouldn't have a salary cap. Yeah, okay, so we have... Yeah, we should be good. Okay, so let's take a look at the team again. And let's see who we should try and trade because I also turned financial trade rules off. So I could throw out, you know, Markelle Fultz. And he could get me a max contract because the salary cap doesn't matter. Financial trade rules do not matter. So we could throw him out there for pretty much anyone. Blake Griffin. None of this stuff matters whatsoever. We get a 2021 draft pick from the Wolves. I mean, we have a ton of options of what we can do. But the big thing is going to be free agency. But for this first season, I'm probably just going to simulate this first season. Get to free agency. Get a good draft pick. And see what we can do. So I'll catch you guys at the end of the season. Actually, before I do that, I'll show you guys this stuff too. I'm going to send Jonathan Isaac to the G League. I'm going to send Markelle Fultz to the G League. Guys, hear me out. This is going to be one of the cheesiest rebuilds ever because, like, money is not an object. So I'm going to send my young players to the G League and let them get better because it's cheesy. This whole rebuild's going to be cheesy. Does not matter. I will see you guys at the end of the season. All right, our season's over and we somehow are a 50-win team. DeMarcus Cousins, 6th man of the year. Let's go. So that means we probably made the playoffs. It'd be really crazy if we didn't make the playoffs with that good a record. Here are all the awards, though. So let's go ahead and check our stats. And I'm just ready for free agency because we're going to be, we're going to be big fish hunting for sure. But Boogie looked good. Yeah. I don't know how this team won 50 games, but let's just simulate the playoffs and see what happens. We are the 5 seed going up against Philly. We won that. We lost to the Bucks in 7. We had a 3-1 lead, I'm pretty sure. But Giannis and the Bucks win the whole thing. Draft lottery. Let's see where our draft picks falls. It's not going to be good. So we have the 24 pick. Perfect. So let's do staff signing now. Assistant GM. We're going to fire him. We're going to bring in the best one possible, Michael Williams. I wish I didn't have a salary cap for our front office, but make sure that we bring in Williams first. Okay, and then let's fire our... Actually, our trainer's good. Let's fire our assistant coach. No, let's fire our head coach, Michael Stoffer. We need a good coach to bring in to coach a super team. That's all we need to do. NBA draft time. Let's go ahead and just see who we can take. Cool thing is, this is going to be real people, not just some very bad auto-generated people. Isaiah Todd's here. Rocco's here. He's going to be a good player, I think. But I think I'm going to go Isaiah Todd. And we have a second-round pick as well, so let's take Oh, Black Lives Matter. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Thanks for downloading. Alright, I haven't been this far in this draft, but cool. Shout out to the guy that made this too. I don't know who it is. I don't know the name of it. But shout out to him. We'll take Phil Hopkins, and we'll get out of the draft. So, looks like our player is a 75 overall. So that was actually really cool. Cool, cool, cool. So, rookie signing. 53, we're not going to take him, but Isaiah Todd, we will accept that. Team player options, we have none. And qualifying offers, sure. Money's not an object. Send it out to everyone. Free agency. We're going to try and sign Giannis. Player option, no trade clause. We're going to try and sign Kawhi. Player option, no trade clause. And we're going to try and sign Anthony Davis. Player option, no trade clause. Are we at the top of any of their offers? Not Giannis's. Not Kawhi's. AD's. Okay, so we're going to get AD. Let's get Jason. He's restricted. Let's bring in Kyle Lowry, I guess. And let's get Jason. We'll throw Jason Tatum as much as we can. We'll throw him the player option. We'll do this for these guys, even though they're probably going to get accepted by their own team. So let's do that. Kyle Lowry, Anthony Davis. Boston Celtics are matching. So are the Utah Jazz. Figured that would happen. DeMar. Just throw him as much as we can. Fred VanVleet. Throw him a ton. I just want everyone. Jonathan Isaac. Doesn't want to... Does he not want to negotiate with us? Okay. Andre Drummond. Dude, I'm throwing the bag at everyone. So we're going to match that. Agree to all these contracts. Good, sure. Works out perfect. Let's bring in Gordon Hayward while we're at it. I literally just want to bring in a bunch of people because I want firepower to trade for a superstar. So let's do this. Okay. Michael Porter Jr. is going with the Celtics. Let's bring back Markelle Fultz. He doesn't want to re-sign with us. Okay, interesting. Let's bring in... Alright. I think we're good. We have way too many players. So let's just go to player progression. Let's see who's even on this team because I have no clue. But we should be able to trade for someone really good. Team's not overpowered by any means, but we have a lot of contracts we can trade away. And I'm guessing we have way too many players. I'm going to go to training camps. I'll send some people to that. But we're going to have some work to do before we get into our next season. Because we probably have like 20-something players, and that's way too much. So we'll have to do that. But let's load in the 2022 draft class. I'll go to training camps. We'll send untapped potential to, like, I don't know, Jonathan Isaac and Markelle Fultz. Okay, so that's done. Season coming up. Oh, we only have 16 players. So let's just see if we can trade Wesley Iwundu for a pick. Okay, that's fine. Let's get into the season, and let's look at what the team looks like. Anthony Davis, obviously really good. But now it's time to trade some of our players. So, like, what happens if I throw Jonathan Isaac and a first into a trade? Can I bring in a really, really good player? Pascal, OG Anunoby. Alright, so that's not going to do it. I thought we'd have a better team. I thought some of those top-tier free agents would want to re-sign here. So what do I do now? And we have a bunch of big contracts. DeMar. So let's do this. Let's trade like DeMar and Markelle and see if we can bring in somebody really... These are the best trades we're getting? That is ridiculous. Okay. DeMar by himself, can that get us anything? I mean, Mitchell Robinson on a one-year deal with another first-round pick is actually pretty solid because he's going to keep getting better, and we can just re-sign him. So we'll do that. We had to throw in Mo Bamba to get that deal done, though. Let's trade away Gordon Hayward, I guess. See if he can get us something decent. Clint Capella. CJ McCollum, John Wall. Those players are getting older. This isn't as easy as I thought. Who else is still in free agency? Nobody good. Okay, so... we're going to have to try and make a trade. Let's look for a rebuilding team. Miles Turner, Sabonis, all those guys. Zion's untouchable. The Spurs have Giannis, but he's untouchable. Cade Cunningham is there. We could try and get Cade Cunningham because he would be an absolute steal. Let's try and get him from the Spurs. So, proposed trade to the Spurs. Let's get Cade Cunningham. And I will give them, like, Kyle Lowry and Markelle Fultz. They won't even do that? What? Okay, there's a pick. There's a pick. Okay, they agreed to that. It's way too much of an overpay. But it's fine. We're going to send Cade Cunningham down to the G League for this season. Just have him be an absolute beast. He should have an A+ potential. He does. So we're probably going to have to sign a free agent just to bring him in. Or send him down to the G League. But let's go ahead and do that. So let's take Cade, put him... I don't know if that's a Compton Magic or who we have. Not Compton Magic. That's like an AAU team. Right? I don't even know. Anyways, let's just keep going. Fred VanVleet can probably be traded. See if he can get us anything. Tease Thibault. These trades are just not what I thought they would be. Jonathan Kuminga, I'm guessing this is who this actually is. Looks like a decent player. What is his potential? Where's potential at? I have no idea where potential... Oh, attributes, right? Or is it grades? Potential, B+. I just expected way bigger things. And maybe we gotta wait till next season to do that. But I want to make some trades because we don't need all these centers. So like Vucevic, wherever he is, trade him. I'll trade a first with him. See if we can get something decent for Vucevic. Colin Sexton would be interesting. Sure, we'll go Sexton. And I just thought that we would get somebody in free agency. Who is going to be the free agents next year? Is there a way I can see upcoming free agents? Maybe not. I'm trying to find free agents for next season. Alright, I have no idea. This team is good. I mean, this team is solid. I can't really complain about what we got going on with this team. But, like, I thought we'd have, like, 590s. Like, I thought there would be a ton of stuff going down. And it's not looking like it. But for right now, we'll probably just run this team. Unless I want to trade Drummond, I guess. Let's see what Drummond can get us. Zach LaVine and Wendell. Clint Capella. Klay Thompson. Yeah, we could get Klay. Klay would be good. We can re-sign Klay after the season. So we'll do that. And all of a sudden now we're looking pretty good. I'm going to simulate this season though. We're just going to see how things work out. And hopefully there's some good free agents in next year's class. I just thought so much would change this year. And it's just like not really happening. And it's kind of frustrating. But I guess every other team doesn't have a salary cap either. So like they can just go out and sign everybody. And I guess it makes sense. Like we automatically don't get everybody that we try and sign. But I guess my expectations, what I'm trying to say is I think my expectations were a little bit too lofty coming in here. And I expected that literally everybody we threw money at would want to come. And that's just not the case. But hopefully we can get somebody to pair alongside Anthony Davis in this next season. And we can just be good. But anyways, I will see you guys at the end of the season. And we'll just try and, you know, nail free agency next year and try and win a championship. So I'll see you guys there. All right, season ended up with us getting 55 wins. Here are all the rest of the awards. And yeah, we didn't get anything. 55 wins, that's solid. I don't think outside of like maybe Anthony Davis, we probably won't have a Magic player anywhere. He does make All-NBA second team. And then defensively, Anthony Davis on first team, Jonathan Isaac on second team. And then rookie teams, we sent Cade Cunningham down to the G League. So we are the 2 seed. We're going up against Milwaukee, who no longer has Giannis, which is good. Anthony Davis, Colin Sexton, Klay Thompson, Fred VanVleet. This team is solid, but we just need to do some things to really be that dominant super team I was talking about. We could easily win a championship, or we could get swept in the second round because, you know, casually just happens to the Atlanta Hawks. But the Ja Morant-led Memphis Grizzlies do win the NBA Finals. And it's time to get into our second offseason. That means draft lottery. I don't even know if we have a draft pick anywhere. I'm just scanning quick. I do not see the magic. Do not see the magic at all. Okay, so let's get out of that. Staff signing. We're pretty solid all across the board. So let's go to the NBA draft. We might have a second round pick or something. So let's just see what pick we have. Wait, we have pick number 23. I must have glanced over that. So I don't know any of these people at all. We're just going to go with... They might not have that many players in this draft class, so let's just then get whoever's best. I really think these players are probably going to be really bad. 57 and a 61. I'm not going to sign either of them. Team player options. Garland, yes. All right, so let's advance through this. Free agency. Kevin Durant is a free agent. We're going to throw him $189 million. Player option, no trade clause. Steph Curry, we're going to throw him $206 million. Player option. Actually, no, I got to make sure to throw that no trade clause in there. $206 million. Team player option, no trade clause. And Kyrie. We're getting all the best players. Okay, let's see. KD. Are we at the top of his offers? We are. We are at the top of his offers. Steph Curry? We are. Kyrie? We are. Dude, look at this team. Bro, this team. This is what I wanted to happen last offseason. Yo, this is nice. Zach LaVine, sure. Come on in, buddy. Come on in. Zach LaVine's coming to the team. Let's go. Mitchell Robinson, sure. Come to the team. Marvin Bagley, no. Aaron Gordon, sure. Come back. We'll match. We're agreeing to everything. This team is literally stacked beyond... Anthony Davis is gone. Did I see that right? Did I see that right? Okay, Anthony Davis is gone. But we got... No, he's there. AD. Kevin Durant. Steph. Kyrie. Jonathan Isaac. Zach LaVine. This team is ridiculous. Wendell, sure. Come to the team. He got matched. Blake Griffin, sure. Come to the team. I'll take everybody and anybody that I can get. Marcus Smart. Okay, they don't want to come to the team. And that's probably because we're too stacked and they won't play. So let's just go to player progression. I'm interested with Cade Cunningham, where he's at. Usually he comes in at like an 84 already. But he came in at a 78 as a rookie in this one. He's an 86. Alright. This team's nice. Let's go to training camps. And again, we're probably going to have way too many players. So we might have to trade somebody. But I said that last time and it didn't turn out to be that way. So... Cade Cunningham, and who else can get an untapped potential? Isaiah Todd, Colin Sexton, someone. Okay, so let's go into the season. Wow, we do not have too many players. That is not something I expected, but we got Steph, Clay, Durant. That's basically the Warriors that won 2 championships together. Then we throw in Anthony Davis and Mitchell Robinson. Plus Kyrie Irving and Jonathan Isaac and Zach LaVine and Cade Cunningham and Colin Sexton and Gordon Hayward, Darius Garland, Fred VanVleet, Isaiah Todd's not even going to the games. He's a reserve. This team... Okay, Okay. Whew. Power rankings. We have to be number 1 across the board, right? NBA.com. 2K Sports thinks that the team that I just built is the 10th best team in the league. Eric Banish has us number 1, NBA.com, and Eric Banish do. 2K is just... Their power ranking system's even broken. Let's see if we can trade anybody. Kyrie, I gave him a no trade option, right? So let's go Klay Thompson and 2 firsts because he is getting a little bit worse. So let's try and get him. You know, Jaylen Brown's going to keep getting better. Yeah, let's trade him for Jaylen Brown. We'll do that. And we try and get a better center in here. So maybe we can trade Jonathan Isaac or something for a center. Actually, let's take Gordon Hayward, 2 firsts, and try and get a center. If not, we'll trade somebody else with those firsts. All right, so that's not going to work. Let's go ahead. Instead of Gordon Hayward, let's do Mitchell Robinson. You know what? Let's try and get like another 90 overall center. So let's go to rosters. let's go over and see who the best centers in the game are, and let's try and bring them. So, Joel or Jokic. Okay. Let's try and bring in Embiid. So, let's go propose a trade for Joel Embiid, and I will give you... I'll give him a ton. I just want my starting lineup to be literally knock it out of the park. Great. I'll throw you those players. I will give you Isaiah Todd, who wasn't even going to come to the games. And you send me back, like, I don't know. Send me back this Owens guy. Okay, and I will give you this pick. And this pick. And what if I also gave you, like, Gordon Hayward, and you gave me back, like, I don't care, Al Horford. That doesn't even do it. All right, so let me take out these picks. I'll throw you not Gary Clark. I'll throw you Fred VanVleet, and you give me back Shake Milton. And this first. That's not going to happen. Okay, so let's go back and let's try and get Nikola Jokic from the Nuggets somehow. Jokic, and I will give you... Who did I try with last time? Mitchell Robinson. And I'll give you Hayward, and I'll give you Garland. And you give me back, like, JaVale McGee and Shabazz Napier. Okay, and I will give you this first. I'll give you this first, and I will give you this first. Okay, so that's not going to happen. So I guess now we try and go ahead and get Karl Anthony Towns, who should be a little bit more available. Not D'Lo. I'll try and get Towns. So Timberwolves, Cat, and I will give you Mitchell Robinson. And, like, we'll go down now. We'll give him Fred VanVleet, and I'll give you Isaiah Todd, and you give me back Caleb Houston. Okay, and then I'll also give you Darius Garland, and you give me back Jacob Evans. Jacob Evans has a no trade clause? Alright, bro. Like, you don't want to come to our team? Jared Vanderbilt. Okay, and I will give you a first. I'll give you 2 first. Alright, we got Cat. Are you kidding me, dude? Look at this team. Let's go. The bench looks nice. I mean, we don't have any big men off the bench, so maybe we try and trade, like, Sexton and Levine and try and get some big men off the bench. So let's do Sexton and a first and a second. See if we can just bring in a solid backup big man. Or Bam Adebayo, casually bring in Bam Adebayo, too. I saw Devin Booker there, too. Wow. All right, and then let's trade Zach LaVine. Actually, you know what? Let's trade Gordon Hayward and Zach LaVine and a first. And see if we can bring in, like, a center or a power forward. Rudy Gobert, Jarrett Allen. All right, let's bring in Rudy. We're going to make Bam our backup 4. He's a 90. I mean, Cade Cunningham shouldn't be a small forward. He should be a shooting guard or a point guard. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's try and see. I wonder what kind of trade value him and, like, Kevin Porter Jr. and a second would have. RJ and Chris Middleton. Not as good as I figured it would, honestly. But if we could bring in a really good shooting guard, like D'Lo to run shooting guard would be great for us. So let's do that. We'll take D'Lo and Isaiah Todd back. And we'll run D'Lo at the shooting guard spot. And now we got Curry, Russell, Durant, Davis, Towns. Then Kyrie, Bam, Isaac, Jaylen Brown, Rudy Gobert. This team is ridiculous. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 90s on this team. All right. System. What's the best system? 7 seconds? Balance. We're going to go balance. I'm going to simulate season number 1. This team's not going to go 82-0 because 2K like won't let that happen, but we'll just see what happens. This team is ridiculous. We already lost a game, 2 games. I'll see you guys at the end of the season, though. So we went 74-8, which is like, I'm just speechless. Like, can you imagine if there was no salary cap? I mean, that's a lot of... I should look at the salary cap table because that's a lot of money this owner is spending. But if it's for a championship, like, it gets to the point, like, might be worth it. And I think in basketball might be the sport that one player can have the most effect outside of, you know, like baseball doesn't, one player can't really affect the game that much. But like, yeah, this team, dude, we're obviously going to be the 1 seed. I want to check out the stats because the stats aren't going to be too crazy. Yeah, D'Lo led us in scoring at 18, but we had 18, 17, 17, 16, 14, or 15, 12, 12, 11, 5, 4, you know, and these guys are defensive stalwarts. This team is just so ridiculously stacked. It's ridiculous. We, $369 million. Dude, $369 million. NBA salary cap was $109 million last season. This is over 3 times that. How many players do we have making more than $27 million? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 players making over $27 million. That's crazy. Let's simulate the playoffs. We got to win the championship, right? We should sweep our way there. Okay, we lost 2 games all the way through, 16-2. Steph Curry, Finals MVP. Come on, like that was crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It was more of an experiment more than a rebuild. So obviously, you know, we were bound to win a championship with that stacked roster. Obviously, the best team, literally, of all time. Could have tried harder to get like a Giannis and a Luka and stuff like that, but it's just too hard to trade for those players. And Giannis didn't sign with us. Luka was restricted free agent. Like, we're not going to get him. But this was a ton of fun. You know, Steph, D'Lo, Cat, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant. Just a like mind-boggling, amazing team. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Make sure to come back for every video I'm making. You guys are the best fans of the world. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.